Big Priority Episode 7. And for those of you wondering, I will be watching it from Funimation's website, and I will be starting my reaction in 1, 0, and go. Henne Polex. I always love that cold, calculated voice. I don't know about y'all, but sounds kick ass. Right now, it's here. I mean, it's kind of sweet in its own way. Oh, now this is the whole birth. Oh. Doesn't look that bad, if I'm being honest. And you know something I like about the animation too? Aside from the visuals always looking good in the super intense moments, I like how even things like them adjusting their outfits or adjusting the looks, it looks pretty dang nice too. That's the type of attention to detail I dig. Oh, oh okay. I was kind of getting worried that Rika was the one smoking cigs for a second. Whew. Aww. Whoa! I mean, since it is Rika's father, she has a right of knowing, even if it's uncomfortable. Here's the sad thing about it, though. Even if Rika's mother has a point, I mean, just going by the visuals, she doesn't have it together. I mean, geez. For one, all the cigars she smokes, that's gonna. That's like secondhand smoke going towards Rika, and while, yes, that ain't much in the long run, depending on her genetics, that could be hazardous towards her health. And not just that, it just shows Rika's mother, at least going from what we see in this first a bit, she lacks complete attention to detail. Just by the simple fact that she thinks that just throwing money will make things a-okay, doesn't make it a-okay. But you know what? I do like that because I mean, shit. A lot of people are like that. They just think throwing money in around, throwing at people is gonna help makes things peachy fine, but it usually doesn't. So I'm already loving it. It further demonstrates why Rika is the way she is in this series too. So it makes for a lot of amazing characterization so far. And damn, all this, and it's just and it's right before the opening too. That's like the most impressive part. And it's already this way. Oh shit! I can't wait to see once it gets to the spicier stuff. Oh, hello, Joshua Johnson. Hope you're having a fantastic day right now. Ah, what a bundle of joy. And just the difference, too. Like, you can see how Rika lights up the moment she sees her friends. That's good. That's the first step to growth right there. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, the way I said it, though, she kind of left herself open. Thankfully, though. I like how they're all adapting each other's mannerisms, too. Hope it doesn't come down to that, though. I know Rika's saying that, and she's saying that Oh yeah, same for me, Joshua Johnson. You know what's the scary thing about that? Rika, she lies so easily because they tell her, tell us anything is something. Oh no, no, okay, I guess to take that back. She actually is open and she is being open about herself already. Aww. And the thing is, who know if all these guys would be inclined of even taking a DNA test? That's the thing. That's a But the thing is, though, sometimes promises are tough to keep, especially when you're dealing with five different adults with their own separate lives. Who knows if those five men even have their own wives or children or mouths to feed? That's the issue. I mean, she has every right to be making that face, though. Yeah, no one. Shit. I'm feeling pissed off towards Rika's mother too. What the? I don't think it's that though. Here's what. Here's my perspective on Rika's mother's perspective. She doesn't want Rika to meet her father because her father is probably going to be a sack of living trash. And I'm 99% sure that's going to be the case. It's more likely that if Rika were to meet her father, she would be disappointed. And it could potentially send her in a depression circle. Considering her age, I mean, youth of that age can be pretty darn impressionable sometimes. Rika's mother's. Alright, I mean, that's good, that's good. At least the relationship still has some strength left when it comes to Rika and her mother. Okay, yeah, that's where Rika's mother does fuck up too, though. And the thing about pride is you can't put food on the table with pride. I don't think that's the case. I think Rika's just perceiving it that way. No, I mean, the way she did give Rika money and all the other things too, I mean, she has to love her daughter to do at least that much. But the thing is, though, I mean, someone does have to play devil's advocate, and, Nero has a point. Because whether she likes it or not, she still loves her mother by the fact that she doesn't trash talk her, and we all know the mother loves Rika just by the simple fact that she's still trying her best to raise Rika. So, yeah, it is. You could sort of say it is codependence. Whoa! But the thing is, though, I's mother is sort of praiseworthy. Yeah, she has her kinks, but who doesn't have their kinks in life? As for me, Joshua Johnson, this anime is also ended up being it could actually be my fave of the season by far when it comes to one rank priority. Like no joke. It's between either this or Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai for which of the two is my fave of the season. I mean, that's the thing about memories. Though. It's a lot easier to remember the unpleasant moments because pain is super memorable. It's a lot more easier to remember a moment when you accidentally stab or pinch yourself or cut yourself. Or say something like a hug. Hmm. But hey, I kind of like that because seeing this and seeing Rika's background now, we know why she's like, so mentally strong. I mean, she had to be. I mean, hmm. And Um, and anyone in that age wouldn't get it either, and even older people wouldn't get it either. It's just something you gotta figure out with experience and time. Sometimes not even time is gonna reveal all the answers either. She is cut out for it. I think Nero just has to take. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, I think with experience, yeah, I think Nero's pretty cool too. But with experience, I think she'll know when to filter things so that she doesn't set off everyone. Right now, Nero being honest with Rika is actually really good because they're friends, but if it's, say, strangers, that's when she might actually be better off having just a slight filter, just depending on the context. Oh. Oh. But even then, a month doesn't feel enough, though. Whoa. Hmm. I mean, hope if she ever does see her father, he does meet up to her expectations, but I have a feeling. Oh. But I just have the ear feeling that even if she were to meet her father, he's not going to live up to her expectations, you know? At least there she got to at the earliest, unwind a little bit. And she off, what? That thing looks more like it's gonna talk. Oh. Ah, I kind of see the fight. I mean, you know what? I don't think I even need to focus on action. I wouldn't mind if this episode just focused on Rika and her situation for the full run. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. But at the same time, if they intersplice action, I wouldn't mind either. Honestly, the series could go both ways. Hmm. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no! Whoa! Ah! No! I don't know. Please don't do it. Ah! All right, all right. At least don't do it in front of him. Whew. All right. I'm glad my hand was there. Whew. Okay, that lady. She needs a dose of reality injected into her veins. Ah! Hell yeah, that's what he gets for trying to fuck with Rika. And you know, I kind of liked how when it comes to Rika finding teacher, it felt like teacher stabbed her around the eye where she would have stabbed herself with the knife too a few moments ago. Kind of like that bit of visual direction right there. Whoa, That's only in maybe a portion of cases, but I wouldn't say in all cases though, because sometimes the well-off people do help out the people that are not so well-off, and also vice versa too. Whoa! Kind of like how in this specific episode, of the woman that Rika's helping actually kind of relates to Rika's own situation to actually really dig that. It makes the fights in this series have a lot more emotional punch. Oh no 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 no. Oh, oh, yo, that's not. Fuck. Wait, are we gonna actually get a death scene? Oh no. Oh hell yeah. And I'm also kind of liking the contrast too when it comes to Ai, where she wasn't able to do much to save Koto, but now that Ai has more experience, she's able to help out at least the current friend she's got and give emotional support. And same with Naruto, just seeing how emotional she is to try to save her. And same with Momotaro's, and like all in all, seeing Rico struggle and seeing herself get lifted up by her friends emotionally is really gratifying to see. And now they both said they jinxed it. Now Rika is gonna find. Now she's gonna get saved. As for it, I agree, Joshua Johnson, and I hope Rika's safe. Stay safe. I hope she's among my favorites in this series. As for the series of reactions mashup, it doesn't have any Yuri elements yet, but it's yo man. Looks like truckloads of steroids were injected into his veins. Oh. Aww. And that's actually later on cute because here, with Man, Rika is now noticing all the stuff that her mother. With all that, Rika is probably not realized. She ain't wrong about that. And what I love here too is Rika has now finally realized all the efforts that her mother goes through in taking care of her too. So I do really dig that. I would love to see a try blasting that. Yo, it's looking like a movie like with the visuals. Damn. Yeah, I'm surprised at all that spinning she isn't going getting dizzy. Oh, yo, those guns. Ooh, man. Oh, man, now that's a. It's like I'm a hardcore and just going down in the rain of blood. Jeez. Oh, no, that's a type of intimacy I love to see. And I love how Rika doesn't try to deny it either. But I think eventually she can become someone strong, though. And nothing wrong with admitting your faults. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely you can't watch it while your parents are nearby to talk or react. It's a mashup. But no, it isn't a Yuri talk or react. It's mashup. You don't have to worry. Could be. I don't think it will become one. And that's the type of emotional support I love to see between all of them. Aww. Come on, everyone should join in the hug. Aww. I agree, Josh Johnson. That blood was pretty damn. Ooh, man. Talk about a parade of blood. It was like a bloody buffet. But still, though, it's something that. Hey, I don't think Rika's mother looks old one bit. Hell, for 40 years old, she looks like she's at the very least in her early 30s. If you ask me. I don't think Rika would abandon her. Oh. Alright, good, good, good. Yeah, I don't think Rika would abandon her mother in the state she is right now. Just hopefully by the time Rika does grow up, her mother has her left and she's able to support herself emotionally without needing Rika there nearby to stabilize his mother. That's the only thing I hope for when it comes to Rika's mother. But anyways, the episode was great. I'm gonna rate this one straight up 10 out of 10. I agree. Rika, she looks straight no matter what her appearance is, Joshua Johnson. Her character design is awesome and her style is swaggerific. As for the series itself, a Talk Reaction Mashup, yeah, definitely if you're to watch the series, make sure you watch it at least without any parental supervision because the series, it does have some pretty intense themes to it. So I definitely recommend that. But yeah, you should definitely check out One Rick Priority. It's by far, between this and Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, they're like among the best anime of the season, by far. I don't even think there's any debate for me. Those two are my favorite. For now, I can't decide whether I love this one more or Dragon Quest because they just both have like back-to-back swaggerific 10 out of 10 caliber episodes. It's put down. Next time, the Happiness Friendship Plan. They're both high tier. At least in my personal opinion. Now, as for why I thought the episode was 10 out of 10 worthy though, I gotta say, it showed us that this series, it doesn't need action sequences to lift itself. And let me explain why that's important. Because I watch a lot of episodic long-running animes, like Tomika Kizuna Kitai Earth Granner, Healing Good Pretty Cure, Miyoko Dreamy. And don't get me wrong, those three series I enjoy. But, and say the episodes where there's no action involved, they struggle. And I mean they struggle to be emotionally engaging. This series, it was mostly just focusing on Rika, the type of relationship which she has with her mother, and the circumstances around involving her father, and it was captivating from start to finish, and that's something I really appreciate. And here's why I thought I did it so well, because for one, it does have the theme of, like sometimes you're not going to have the answers you want in life. I mean, it kind of acknowledges straight up that who knows if Rika's ever going to really find out who her father is. It'd be nice, but kind of like that little sense of mystery right there. And another thing too that I thought went towards the favor of the series, I do like how it shows you that even though yes, sometimes let's say a parent isn't exactly have all their screws loose inside of their head. Just because that's the case doesn't mean that they're a bad person overall. I do like how the series emphasizes that even though Rika's mother kind of does mess up a lot between lying and not even keeping up on tabs on who the father was and not being assertive and those kind of things, but even though, yes, that's the case, she makes, I mean, I wouldn't say she completely makes up for it, but she at least tries to make up for it by trying to have a birthday cake ready for her daughter, at least wanting to give her money, even though, yes, there are better ways of handling that. Like, for example, instead of just giving Rika the money straight up, maybe she'd be better off spending time with the daughter for like the full day. Maybe she'd be better off if she took care of herself by not smoking or drinking alcohol. Things of that nature. But at least this shows you that Rika's mother does try to put in efforts for her daughter. And I do like that. A lot of series, when they do have irresponsible parents, they emphasize up to the 10th degree that they're not exactly the most ethical individual, but they don't bother showing them like the positive traits. I like how when it comes to Rika's mother, you see positive and negative traits. Oh, as for Horimiya, I also love Horimiya a lot too, Joshua Johnson. But the reason why I don't have Horimiya as high is because that one isn't guaranteed to adapt the whole manga. So that's going to really affect it. Because for Horimiya, because with Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, that one seems set to get its whole manga adapted from Toei. Going by like it, seemingly it's successful. It's based off a popular manga, and then Wonder Egg Priority is anime original, so that one's it's gonna have an ending most likely. So Horimiya, it's definitely in like my number 3 for sure though. Now it would for sure shoot up. If it were to get like a season 2 announcement, then boom, it would shoot up there exponentially. That's the only thing with Horimiya. Like, depending on where it ends, because I don't read the manga, so I don't have no idea if it's going to end on like a super epic cliffhanger. Because I've seen a lot of romance animes before that never have their ending. Like Our Ride, Orimonogatari, where I'm like, really? There's no ending? Why do I get myself invested in this? Like, like in most of the series I watch, I'm just so used to being disappointed with never having endings for animes of romance mangas. Rare when I do get to ending. It's like it feels like once every decade where an anime based on a romance manga ends. So that's what with Horimiya, I'm hesitant to put it in my top 2 spot, only because of that, because of history, and then Horimiya doesn't seem to be tracking that well financially either. So that's why I'm like, But in saying that, the Horimiya is for sure number 3 for me though. Yeah, I'm same for me. Although when it comes to Oregaiya, since it was probably didn't have to deal with didn't have to deal with it being mostly a romance, so that probably helped it out a lot. Because for some reason, Joshua Johnson romance animes, they usually don't get sequels. Aside from that, I remember Niseko not even adapting its manga fully. And then when it comes to the Quintessential triplets, who knows if that's going to adapt the manga fully now that the manga's over and season 2 doesn't seem like it's going to sell as high as season 1, so that might be another series that is not going to get a full adaptation. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Fruit Baskets at the very least seems like it's going to get a full adaptation. So that's another one of the small cases where something romance-based does get fully adapted. But yeah, it's so rare nowadays to get to see romances get fully adapted. Nowadays, it seems like full adaptations are mostly reserved for either battle action series or series based off of super ultra mega duper popular light novels. At least anime's based off of that. If it isn't one of those, then fans of a series are completely out of luck. But yeah, I definitely love Oriyagu. It was definitely one of the funnest series I have ever reacted to. Definitely. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Joshua Johnson. That it's gonna get fully adapted. Because most series never have that luxury, so I'm glad that Fruits Basket's got that luxury. Because you never know with animes nowadays. But yeah, for those of you wondering, that's why I thought the episode did fantastic from a story standpoint. because it showed us that we didn't need action for something captivating. It was able to do it all with just amazing writing. Then on top of the amazing writing for this episode, something else that I also really loved about it too, I love just the character development for Rika, because she went from, yes, at the start of the episode it did show us that she still loved her mother, but this episode we see that she actually understands her. Like at the moment where you see Manon try so desperately hard to protect Rika, that's when she finally understood. And that's the moment I really loved about this episode. Because it shows us that the bonds that our girls have with the creatures, they're more than just power-ups. They're helping the girls grow as individuals. They're giving them new perspective in life. And that's why I thought this episode was also worthy of a 10 out of 10. Because most animes I've seen, when there's a power-up, the power-ups usually there just to look pretty, and that's it. That's the only reason why power-ups are there in most animes. I love how Wonder Egg got priority. It doesn't settle for that. It doesn't settle for the easy situation of, oh yeah, they'll just have a power-up just so it can look pretty. No. What I love about this series a lot, the power-ups also have a meaningful narrative weight. And then aside from what character development we got from Rika, I thought Rika's mother was a really good character. I love the characterization they gave her, how, yes, she's a bit clumsy with her decision making, but her heart's in the right place. I love the character development with Aya. She was able to emotionally lift up Rika too. And same with Nero. You can see Nero breaking out of the show that she used to have. And I even love how you see Nero contemplate her own decision making too. Because the old Nero wouldn't have felt nothing much of Rika being angry, but now current day Nero actually does, and she does deeply contemplate her decision making, and that's the type of growth I love to see. Everyone changing for the better. And that's why I feel, from a character standpoint, this episode, it was absolutely flawless. And then the animation quality, do I even need to go there? It was gorgeous from start to finish. Hell, some of the animation looks better than some of the animated movies I've been seeing lately, which is saying a lot, because some of the animated movies I've been seeing have had good quality, but my goodness. This series would give a few of the movies I've watched a run for their money, to say the least. So, for that, gotta give it absolute credit. Like from the sequences where you see Rika do like the spin, kind of reminding me a little bit of the Sonic spin, to like man growing, you see all the detail on his shell and body. So some of the sequences, like say when all the girls hug together, it looks good, or when they're adjusting their clothing, like things like that. Even like the simple things look great. So from a visual standpoint, the episode didn't disappoint. If anything, it delivered way more than I could have ever anticipated. And then the artwork was just beautiful too. My goodness, like you can take almost any background shot in this episode, and it would probably make for a beautiful looking screensaver. I ain't even joking shit. You know, I might consider doing that eventually. Same with the, same with like even like the sequences where you see like super fast motion. Even the backgrounds that look great. Now, aside from that, I gotta give credit to the vocal performances, because everyone in the episode brought their A game. I mean, geez. Going in, Rika's voice actress was always amazing, but damn! I didn't expect the episode to be this amazing from that department. And for that, I gotta give absolute credit, because for her voice actress to be able to portray sadness, and it sound like absolutely beautifully genuine, and then being able to not just portray sadness but anger, and then some suspenseful voices too, when like Rika's voice actress was filled with tension during the fight sequences, or when Rika was sounding all depressed. Like honestly, Rika's voice actress Shuka Sato, she was absolutely amazing, and for that, gotta give her absolute credit. She was wonderful. And that's why I feel that this episode was a 10 out of 10 worthy. Hell, I think Suka Shato, this episode, I think, is one of the best voice performances of the year. And that's saying a lot because I have seen all the non-sequel, non-spin-off animes this season. And this is definitely going to be up there. So, yeah. That's why I thought this episode was 10 out of 10 worthy. Holy shit. Didn't even think I would make my live reaction last 35 minutes, but I didn't expect the episode to be this amazing. So, yeah, y'all. These are my reasons as to why I thought the episode was absolutely phenomenal and it was top tier. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about either my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. And right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Joshua Johnson on Otaku Reactions Mashup. Thank you very much for commenting on the live chat. And also for everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my Wonder Egg Priority Episode 8 reaction. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.